When security guard Derek Miller found the homeless man huddled against Paisley Park's gate at midnight in sub-zero temperatures, his first instinct was to call the police. The man was mumbling something, singing quietly, clearly disoriented. Temperature was minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind chill minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Life-threatening cold. But then Derek heard what the man was singing. Sometimes it snows in April. Every word, every note, perfect pitch, in that broken, freezing voice. And then headlights appeared in the driveway. Prince's purple BMW returning from a late-night meeting. He stepped out of the car, heard the singing, walked toward the gate. What happened in the next 60 seconds would transform not just one man's life, but turn Paisley Park into something it was never meant to be. A home. Paisley Park Studios. Chanhassen, Minnesota, Thursday night, December 18th, 2014, 11:37 p.m., temperature minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit, wind chill minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit, dangerous cold, life-threatening exposure. Derek Miller, 32, former Minneapolis PD, night shift security, monitoring cameras inside. Temperature alarm going off all night, warning about dangerous cold. On the security feed, a figure at the gate, sitting, not moving. Derek grabbed his coat, went outside. The homeless man sat against the gate, shivering violently. Marcus Williams, 56 years old, thin jacket, inadequate for this cold, worn boots, fingerless gloves, duffel bag, sleeping bag that wouldn't save him. "Sir, you can't stay here. This is private property." Marcus looked up, dazed, hypothermic. Derek's voice urgent. "Sir, it's minus 15 degrees. You need to get to a shelter. I can call—" Marcus's speech slurred. "No shelters. All full. Tried 3. I understand, but you still can't stay here. I'm going to have to call—" Then Derek heard it. Marcus was singing, quietly. "Sometimes it snows in April. Sometimes I feel so bad, so bad. Sometimes I wish life was never-ending and all good things, they say, never last." Derek froze. That was a Prince song. And this guy was singing it perfectly. Not just the words, the feeling. You like Prince?" Marcus's eyes focused slightly. "I teach Prince." "Taught." "I taught Prince." Derek thought the man was hallucinating. Hypothermia symptom. "Okay, buddy, I'm calling an ambulance. You're not thinking straight." Marcus, suddenly clearer. Urgent. "No hospitals, please. They'll take my bag." Clutched the duffel bag protectively. "It's all I have left." Derek was conflicted. This man needed medical help. But Derek knew the system. Hospital, psych evaluation, possessions confiscated. And something about the way he sang that song, then. Headlights in the driveway. Prince's purple BMW i8 pulled up. He'd been at a late meeting in Minneapolis, negotiating with Warner Brothers about master recordings. Tired, stressed, just wanted to get inside. Saw Derek and the homeless man at the gate. Prince stepped out. Simple black outfit, purple scarf. Walked toward them. Derek straightened. "Mr. Nelson, I'm handling this. This man was trespassing." Prince heard the tail end of Marcus's singing, stopped walking, listened. The man was still singing, "Sometimes it snows in April," one of Prince's most personal, painful songs, written about a friend who died. Prince walked closer. "How does he know that song?" Derek. "I don't know, sir. He's been singing it. Says he taught you." Prince looked at Marcus, studied his face. Something familiar but couldn't place it. "What's your name?" Marcus looked up, saw Prince. Eyes widened. Oh my God, Prince? You're real." Prince knelt down to his level. "I'm real. What's your name?" "Marcus. Marcus Williams." The name triggered something in Prince. "Marcus Williams?" Pause. "Wait, Mr. Williams? Central High School?" Marcus's eyes filled with tears. "You remember." Prince sat down on the cold ground next to him. Derek watched in shock. "Mr. Nelson, it's freezing. Prince ignored him. "Mr. Williams, my music teacher, 1973. Marcus was crying now. "You were 15 years old, 10th grade. Prince's memory flooded back. You let me use the music room after school, when I had nowhere else to practice." The full story unfolded through their conversation. Marcus Williams was Prince's music teacher at Central High School, 1973 to 1974. Young teacher, 23 years old, passionate about music. Recognized Prince's genius immediately. Prince's home life was difficult. Parents divorced, shuttling between homes. Marcus gave Prince a key to the music room, told him, "Practice whenever you want, before school, after school, weekends." That room became Prince's sanctuary. "You'd be there at 6 a.m. sometimes," Marcus remembered, "playing piano, guitar, drums. I'd come in and you'd have written a whole song overnight." Prince nodded. "You never told me to leave. Never said I was spending too much time there. You just let me be, because you had something, Prince. Even then, something I'd never seen." Derek listened, stunned. This homeless man taught Prince? Prince asked the hard question. "What happened, Mr. Williams?" Marcus paused. Then, "I kept teaching. 30 more years, Central High, South High, different schools. I loved it. Every day. Thought I'd retire with a pension, spend time with Diane, travel. We had plans." His voice broke. "But in 2009, Diane got diagnosed, stage 3 breast cancer. The treatments, chemo, radiation, surgeries. Insurance covered some, but not enough. We burned through our savings in 8 months. Took out loans, second mortgage. Anything to keep her alive." Tears streamed down his frozen face. "She fought for 2 years, 2 years of hell, and in 2011 she died anyway, in our bedroom, holding my hand. Her last words were, 'Don't stop teaching. Promise me.' I promised her." His voice went hollow. "But I couldn't. Keep teaching. I fell apart. Started drinking, to numb it, to forget. Lost my job within 6 months. Lost the house a year later. Foreclosure, then my pension. Lost it in some investment fraud scheme. Some guy I trusted. Took everything that was left." He looked at Prince directly. "Been on the streets for 2 years now. Shelters when I can get in. Street when I can't. Tonight all 3 shelters were full. Thought maybe I'd just go to sleep in the cold. Let it end." Prince's face showed quiet rage, not at Marcus, at the system that failed him. "You gave me a key to a music room. You changed my life. And the world let you end up here? On the street? In -15-degree weather?" Marcus smiled weakly. "Life doesn't work like a Prince song, kid. Sometimes there's no happy ending." Prince stood up. "We'll see about that." Prince to Derek. "Open the gate." "Sir?" "Open it. Mr. Williams is coming inside." Derek opened the gate. Prince helped Marcus stand. He could barely walk. Hypothermic. Half carrying him toward the building. Inside Paisley Park, the warmth hit Marcus immediately. He started crying from the temperature change alone, his body shaking violently, warming up too fast. Prince to Derek. "Call Dr. Hassan. Tell him I need him here now. Medical emergency. Should I call 911? "No, Dr. Hassan. Private physician. He'll come." Prince took Marcus to a lounge area, sat him down, wrapped him in blankets. "When did you last eat?" Yesterday? Maybe 2 days ago." Prince to Derek. "Kitchen. Make soup, toast. Something warm but easy." Derek hurried off. Prince and Marcus alone. "Prince, you don't have to. You gave me a key to a room when I was 15. You saw me. You believed in me. You were talented." Prince cut him off. "Lots of kids are talented. You gave me time. You gave me space. You gave me safety." Marcus was crying again. "I just did what any teacher—" "No, not any teacher. You, Mr. Williams." Dr. Hassan arrived 30 minutes later, examined Marcus. Temperature, 94.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Hypothermia, stage 2. frostbite on 3 toes, respiratory infection, malnutrition, dehydration, but stable, would recover with proper care. What does he need? Prince asked. Hospitalization would be standard, but with care here, warmth, food, antibiotics, he could recover just as well. Then he's staying here. Dr. Hassan nodded. I'll write prescriptions, check on him daily for the next week. Marcus tried to protest. Prince, I can't. This is your home, your studio. You're right, it's my home, and you're staying. Prince showed Marcus around Paisley Park. Multiple studios, rehearsal spaces, living quarters, kitchen, gym, everything. Prince stopped at a door, opened it. A bedroom suite, unused, pristine. This is yours. Marcus was speechless. Private bathroom, TV, desk, everything you need. How long can I? As long as you want. A week, a month, a year, forever. I don't care. Marcus broke down. Why? Why are you doing this? Prince's voice was quiet. December 1973. I was in that music room, late, snow outside, playing piano, trying to write a song. Couldn't get it right. Kept playing the same thing over and over, getting angrier. Marcus listened, remembering. My hands hurt. Been there for hours. I was frustrated, close to crying. Home wasn't safe. Parents fighting. So I stayed. Prince's voice cracked. You walked in, thought you'd tell me to leave, but you just sat next to me. Listened. 20 minutes. Just listened to me play the same broken thing. Marcus remembered that 15-year-old kid. So much pain, so much talent. Then you said, the song is already there. You're just finding it. Keep looking. And you stayed. Another hour, until I found it. Prince's voice thick with emotion. That philosophy, that's how I've made every album. For 40 years. You gave me that. Marcus was sobbing. So you're staying, because I'm still looking for songs. And maybe you can help me find them again. 3 weeks later, January 2015. Marcus had recovered. Healthy, clean clothes, haircut, looked 10 years younger, but restless. I can't just live here, I need to do something. Prince, what if you taught again? I lost my teaching license. No school would hire me. Not a school. Here, at Paisley Park. Prince's vision, after-school music program, free for underprivileged kids. Marcus would run it. You taught me. You can teach them. March 2015. Paisley Park Academy launched. 30 students, ages 12 to 18. Low-income, at-risk youth. Transportation provided. Marcus Williams, Director of Education. Studio C converted to classroom. Prince to first class. Mr. Williams is one of the best teachers I ever had. This studio? It's yours now. Make music. 6 months in. Students thriving. Marcus alive again. Prince occasionally joined classes. One student, Jasmine, 14, foster care, trauma history, barely spoke the first month. Sat in the back, avoided eye contact. Marcus gave her piano exercises, simple scales, didn't push, just let her be. Week 2, she started showing up early. Week 4, staying after. Week 6, Marcus noticed she wasn't playing the exercises anymore. Something original. One day, can I hear that from the beginning? She hesitated, then played. What came out was raw emotion, pain transformed into beauty, a melody that told a story without words. When she finished, Marcus had tears in his eyes. Jasmine, that was extraordinary. He recorded it, showed Prince that evening. Prince listened, silent for a full minute after. She's 14? Yes, that's a complete composition. She's a natural. Marcus, crying, this is why I became a teacher. Prince passed away suddenly. The world mourned. Paisley Park became a memorial site. Marcus Williams received a letter from Prince's estate attorney. Prince had updated his will 3 months before his death. Provisions. Marcus Williams receives lifetime residence at Paisley Park, $2 million trust fund for Marcus's living expenses and medical care, $5 million endowment for Paisley Park Academy ensures it continues. Marcus named as education director, permanent position. The letter included a handwritten note from Prince. Mr. Williams, you gave me a key when I was 15. Consider this your key back. Paisley Park is your home now, officially. Keep teaching. Keep finding the songs. They're already there. P. Marcus read this alone in Paisley Park, in the room where Prince found him freezing at the gate. 16 months ago, he broke down crying. 2024, 10 years later. Paisley Park Academy still running, expanded to 100 students per year. Marcus Williams, now 66, still teaches daily, lives in his suite at Paisley Park, has trained over 500 students. Graduate success stories. Jasmine Chen, age 24, Berklee College of Music, full scholarship, composition major, calls Marcus every week. DeAndre Washington, age 23, produced for 3 major artists. Credits Marcus on every album. Maria Rodriguez, music teacher at Minneapolis South High, teaches in the same room where Prince once practiced. Tommy Chen, audio engineer at Electric Lady Studios, New York. Keisha Johnson runs non-profit teaching music to incarcerated youth. Dozens more, musicians, producers, teachers, all carrying forward what Marcus taught them. Marcus Williams, interview 2024. In 1973, I gave a 15-year-old kid access to a music room. I never thought about it much. Just seemed like the right thing to do. 50 years later, that kid saved my life, not just by bringing me inside that night, by giving me purpose again. He always said, "The songs are already there. We just find them." Well, the goodness was already there too. We just had to find each other again. Marcus teaching a class in Studio C, 20 kids, ages 12 to 16, around piano, demonstrating a chord progression. On the wall, 2 photos side by side. 1973. Young Marcus with teenage Prince in Central High Music Room. 2014. Prince and Marcus at Paisley Park Gate, the night they reunited. Marcus to students. My teacher once told me that every song already exists. We're just finding it. But I learned something else. Every life has purpose, even when you think it's gone. Sometimes you just need someone to open the gate. Camera pans out of Studio C, through Paisley Park's purple halls, past the gate where Marcus was found. The gate is open now, always open, purple light glowing in the Minnesota winter. In 1973, a teacher gave a student a key. In 2014, the student returned the favor. One night, minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Hypothermia. Sometimes it snows in April, and a life was saved. Not just Marcus's life, 500 students' lives, because sometimes second chances come when you've lost all hope, and sometimes the best thing you can do is open the gate. In memory of Prince Rogers Nelson, 1958 to 2016, and all the teachers who opened doors,